Is where the modern church headed? Does this bother you? I want to tell you a story that I heard as a child that my dad used to preach as a minister in Numbers chapter 16. There was a Levite. His name was Korah. He thought that he should be the high priest, and he didn't like what Aaron was doing. God had called Aaron to be the high priest. Aaron was a very flawed individual, and God had called Aaron to be the high priest and not Korah, and somehow Korah didn't like it, and he began to complain. Korah went and gathered up 250 men and stood before Moses and said, "We have a problem," and Moses asked him point blank, "Do you want to be the high priest?" Now, these guys issued kind of a challenge. You can read this for yourself, Numbers chapter 16, where he went before God and said, "Oh yeah, well, we'll show up tomorrow and see who God chooses. Who is God with, you or us?" Always a bold challenge when you go against the chosen of God. Now look, are the pastors and clergy of today doing everything that they should? I don't believe that they are, and as a former clergyman, I have a problem with some of the things that the modern church is doing. But yet she is the bride of Christ. Christ died for her and loves her and demands my involvement. So even if Christ's bride is not perfect, he is. And I must love who he loves. And I must serve who he has put me on this earth to serve. Well, let's get back to Numbers chapter 16, because in this story, the men of Israel, under the names of Dathan and Korah and Abram, come with their followers, and they offer incense to God. Very, very, very crazy. Be careful what you offer to God, because what God smells in his nostrils sometimes can upset him. And our God is not just somebody sitting on a harp in heaven. Dee, 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 dee. That is not just the God that we serve. He's a God of justice. Jehovah is a God of war, and Jehovah, the Bible says, does not like rebellion. Rebellion, as Samuel's told to Saul, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. So here we find a challenge, a smackdown, if you will, in the book of Numbers. And Korah and his followers show up to Israel, and God tells Moses, "Get everybody away from them, because I'm going to deal with this." Oh my goodness. So Moses says, "Stand away, separate, blah, 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 get away." Oh, the Lord is not happy, and all the rebels run into this camp. I don't know if it was a mosh pit. I don't know exactly what it was. And these guys all get together. They offer their incense, as they should not have done, because Levites were only supposed to offer incense in the tabernacle. And God